chosen ones, empaths, to understand what I'm going to express in this video. Firstly, I'll start with how we are in life. You know, sometimes we make poor decisions in life. We have a poor judgment. We make silly decisions in life. And ultimately, we regret this to some degree. We regret it. You know, I want you to understand that things do happen, not always the way we, don't always line up the way we plan them, you know, and trust in the plan of the universe, trust in the plan of God that it will all lead to the right direction. But you see, a narcissist doesn't trust in fate or destiny or whatnot. They make some awful decisions, some real terrible decisions. And some of those decisions that they've made are actually hurting us, are actually smearing our name, creating smear campaigns against us, or cheating on us, running out on us, leaving us, going with a new supplier. And they really thought at the time when they done these decisions, they really thought this was going to work out good for them. They honestly thought this was going to work out best for their life, and it's the best decision that they could make. Okay? But they honestly, the further they go down this rabbit hole, they begin to live with regret about the way they treated us. Because the further they go down this rabbit hole, they realize there's no way back for them. A lot of the time we've door slammed, bolted and welded it shut. A lot of the times we don't want no second chances with them. We're on our healing journey. We don't want to let them back in. And they know this. But they still have to live with the regret of letting something go that was so valuable, of ruining something that was so valuable. They know they ruined it. And it beats them down knowing that they ruined a good relationship based off of their insanity, based off of their stupid decision making. You see, these narcissists could have had us locked down for years. Our lives would have been miserable, but we were there. We would have kept on plodding on. Some of us would have never left a narcissist, and I believe that's me included. I wouldn't have actually left a narcissist. But now I've witnessed that the narcissist has moved on with someone else. Now I've witnessed that it was a downgrade. The narcissist does know that they can never get me back. And I think this has destroyed the narcissist. This is why I'm still putting up with hoovers. I'm still putting up with them reaching out after such a long period of time apart. It's not their remorse. It might be a self-absorbed remorse, like I said, happens with the dumper's remorse. But honestly, they live in regret from these terrible decisions that they've made. They only realize our value once we're gone, you know? Like I said, it's like we're like objects to them. So it's like every day you use your kettle or your microwave, you boil some water or you heat some food up in the microwave. You use this object, you know, and you don't really think about it when you're using it. But the day it's broken, the day it's no longer working, is the day that you realize its value. And that's kind of how it is with us, with a narcissist. The day that they realize that it's broken, that they've ruined something special, they've ruined someone special, not something special, because us and a narcissist is nothing. I'll backtrack on that. But they've ruined someone special. They've ruined someone that had their whole heart on them, that didn't want to wish them bad, that was trying to help them build up, and was actually helping them build up. and was actually helping them do better in this world. They regret it. They suffer with tremendous regret, knowing that they lost you. And all they can do now is plaster up the cracks, you know? Plaster up the cracks. Get a new supplier to try and fill that empty void they have in their lives. And these new suppliers, they don't equate to what we used to offer. They don't, you know, the narcissist could actually trust us. The narcissist, even if they projected insecurities of you cheating or whatnot, the narcissist could actually trust us to some degree. They may have projected these insecurities at you, saying you're cheating, saying you're this, saying you're that. But ultimately, they knew we was honorable, we was true, we was loyal. We wasn't trying to cheat. We wanted them by our side. We wanted to help them. And when they go back out into the world without us, and they start to realize there's people like them in this world, and some of these new suppliers that they run into are just as bad as they are, they begin to regret. It grinds them down, this regret. It absolutely grinds them down. Knowing that they had something so special. Knowing they had someone that loved them wholeheartedly and cared for them. And we're irreplaceable. They can never replace us in their lives. They can never find something sufficient enough to replace us. This is what breaks them down as well. This is what makes the regret kick in even more. Because the more and more they try to replace us, the more and more they try to move forward with their lives, it's like one step forward, two steps back. You know? They move in a direction, okay, I've got a new supply. Then once they get there with this new supply, it's like backward stepping again. It's like, oh God, this person's not what it's cracked up to be. I need the person that I ruined. I need that person back. And honestly speaking, these narcissists deeply desire us to be back in their lives. They really deeply desire us to be back in their lives. They wish they could have us back in their lives. Even if they've never told you. Remember, they're liars. You know? They're going to tell you something like, they're going to triangulate. Their tactic will be a triangulation. Something like, oh, this new person I'm with is so much better than you. Well, that in fact means the direct opposite. If you've heard that come out of a narcissist's mouth, comparing you to someone else, it shows that they're with someone new and all they can do is think about you. That's what it shows, you know. These narcissists, oh God, they regret. They deeply regret what happened. And, you know, these are irreconcilable differences. There's no way of reconciliation. There's no way we're going to reconcile. There's no way we're going to take them back. And they know this. They know that we're not going to take them back. They know that we're not going to let them back in our lives. And this is what crushes them even more. Because they had us. And that's all they've got now is a memory of us. A solid memory of us in their lives. In a place that they loved us being in. Subservient to them. Helping them out. Building them up. Sewing up their wounds. Healing them. Being a savior empath that we are. Putting all the pieces, organizing all the pieces of their life. You know? You see, some of you are still with the narcissist. And I'm telling you, it's only once you go your separate ways you'll really see how the narcissist can't actually function without you. How the narcissist needs you in their life. They're desperate. I've seen it. They do anything for even remnants of supply from us. From the fake profiles, to the reaching out with the texts, hi, how are you? To the calls, to the prank calls with a private number. They do anything just to keep that connection going. Because they know it's too late. They know it's too late. They know they've done us wrong. But they ultimately will do anything to keep that connection still going. And they try relentlessly to keep it going. You know, even them being quiet and you haven't heard from them in such a long time. It's only because they're racking their brains and figuring out, you know, if you've rejected Hoovers, you haven't let them back in. They're just trying to work out how they can get back in. You've got to understand how special you are, how much value you have, how much value you brought to that relationship. You've got to understand that. Because the narcissist fully well understands that. And they fully know they've lost a jewel, a precious jewel. And that's what you are. So don't worry about anything. As you can understand, as I said at the beginning of the videos, we're not perfect. There's things that we have done that we've made bad decisions, and later in life we regret it. So if we can later regret things in life, then understand that it's more extensive with a narcissist. When it's, we might regret a certain situation or a certain mannerism that we carried out or a certain way we behaved. This narcissist regrets losing you. This narcissist regrets the way they smeared your name. So it's hard for them to even bring you around their flying monkeys now. They regret devaluing you. They regret it. They deeply regret it. And remember, they're still watching. They're still watching even if there's been a long time apart. They're still watching to find out what's going on in your life. To see if you've moved on. All of that. These lot are delusional. And this was actually a divine intervention that separated you two. It come from the universe. It come from God. And you need to understand it's one of the biggest blessings that you've ever had in your life is to separate from a narcissist. But all they can do is rack their brains trying to figure out a way back in. But there's no way back for them. And please, don't let them back. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find a link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. Currently, I've got a secondary channel, a spiritual channel. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.